Good evening.
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody?
You've been burning the midnight oil, haven't you? More than usual?
Mm-hmm. Albert, why are you with us today? Glad to have you. This is the MELS faculty meeting.
Oh, dang. Is that tomorrow when we're meeting? For the interview? Or is that at 7?
Interviewing is at 7.
I will leave you folks alone. Y'all enjoy it.
All right, yeah, I'm ready to roll at 7. I've already got everything loaded, so I'll see you at 7.
All right.
Thanks. Yeah. Been trying to get all these loose ends tied up. Let me see. So it's been a little bit busy. Back here. And so I've been doing audits today and in the registrar's office and the Seth's office. So I think we're grading a lot of work. I graded work all last week. It was too hot to go out at the beach.
Oh, boy.
It was my wife's crowd anyway. It was my outlaws. So.
Never too hot at the beach.
It was last week. Heat index was above 110 every day.
I know, I was lucky. I was in Alaska. That was a good week to be in Alaska.
Yeah, it was a good week to be in Alaska.
They were having a heat wave. It was 75.
Yeah, I know. It hit 90 one day in Alaska somewhere.
Yeah, it did.
Well, it's usually hot at the beach, but it never got below 82 any night, and the heat index never got below 95 the whole time we were there. Some days the heat index was pushing 120.
Yeah, it's been rough.
It was ghastly.
Did you hear anything from that Pauline Hardy today?
She's applying for a medical. I've got her on the list to go up.
I thought she was. Last I talked to her.
Yeah, she's applying for a medical. And so I've got the list run down here on add-ons and regulars. I was hoping that Rebecca would join us tonight.
Well, Pauline's going to keep on. I hope she's okay, whatever medically is wrong, but she's going to keep on until she draws her Social Security at the same time she finishes this program.
Well, the first time I heard from her was Friday.
Yeah, she's got issues, so.
I mean, all semester.
Yeah, so she's, we have the policy in their shells, but they have to go before a review committee. That's through the registrar's office. And so I try not to get involved with that. I don't know. I don't know if Rebecca's going to join us today or not. I've only on the regular side, the spring 18 full masters. The only one that has not got all of their 6 evidences in is Myron McLean. Now Myron's been having some serious health issues. And so I don't know what his plans are. So I'll have to try to get in touch. Rebecca's got him in class this summer. Danny, are you coaching him?
No.
I don't know who's, maybe Joey's. I guess Joey's remote tonight. So we'll need to follow up with Myron. We may have to have him also apply for a medical. But he's the only one. He's the only one. Now, as you can see, there's a few here. Myron's the only one who's not done his PSYOP. We've got some, let me move that out of the way. We've got some that haven't done all of like their competency folio or their analysis. Let's see. Tasha Manning owes us her analysis, her dispositions, and her internship log. Myron owes us everything from 605. He's been having health problems the whole semester. Nicole just owes us her internship log, and that's pretty much it for the regulars. So they're in really good shape. So I'm glad to see that.
To be.
Yeah. All right. Now, welcome everybody at 6 o'clock. The rundown on the add-on licensure. Crystal Shue, I think she may have to apply for a medical as well. She is, father's having surgery. She's traveling today. He's having surgery tomorrow. Not sure how that one's going to go. Candice Bohachik, she withdrew this semester. Jay Seago withdrew. Pauline's trying to get a medical withdrawal. Julie Pittman did not register. She's got an incomplete coming up with Mark. I don't know what her status is. We can't get in touch with her. Frieda Freeman was not registered this semester. And that's pretty much everybody that's not on track to complete on time. They're either withdrawn, didn't register, or...
Yeah, we knew about Frida, though. She had surgery.
Yeah, we knew that. So Jay withdrew late.
Yeah.
Going through issues. Julie's had some really serious issues. I don't know. She didn't even register this semester, so I don't know. The only thing there that's concerning is that incomplete that Julie spring. So
well, Dale, out of the students that the 2 classes, and I had almost 50 of the 605 students, that the one you Crystal Shue, she's the only one. The rest of them are going to make it fine. I don't know. All evidence work has been completed. I'm just getting tying up some loose ends on the other stuff, but I've heard from all of them, and I probably will have it by tonight. All of that. Crystal's the only one.
Yeah.
I think I know what to do to Jay, but what about Julie?
If I can't get in touch with her, in the next few days, we'll just have to give her an F. That's all I know.
Okay.
From the spring, I would prefer not to do that, but
How about Barbara Hayward?
Barbara never did do anything. She was added to me because she was supposed to be one of those audit people this summer. I don't know exactly what her status was. I never heard from Barbara about anything, though.
She didn't do anything this summer.
Mm-hmm.
And
I never saw any work from her at all.
No.
So do I have to give a grade for that incomplete, or how does that work?
Yeah, you'll have to.
Okay.
But she wasn't on the radar to graduate this semester or to complete this semester. But it's kind of like with Julie, if we don't hear from her, send her another email. I sent one, copied Julie a few minutes ago. So all we can do is these folks who were holdovers, but she wasn't on the ones that were on the radar for completion. We've all got them sorted out. We know where they are. Barbara was not. She's just got to clear her incomplete. But she didn't do anything this summer. So, I mean, they don't even have to be registered to clear their incomplete. So that's not the issue. I mean, they can still clear their incomplete if they're not registered.
My experience with Barbara is you have to push her and push her and push her. And I know Rachel's had some of this same experience with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she will do all of the work within a 2-week period of time. And it's pretty good when you get it, but trying to get her to do it ahead of time is next to impossible.
Yeah.
But quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if she hadn't gotten fired by now. Something happened between her and her principal.
Yeah.
Really bad at the end of the year. And I had to go meet with her and another principal who I discovered was a friend of hers. And he said to me at the time, he wasn't getting involved in it, but whatever it was, it wasn't good. So,
Yeah.
There has been absolutely no communication. She hasn't shown up for anything, nothing this summer.
That's
since
her
that
pattern.
meeting, she hasn't responded to me since that meeting.
But that's her pattern. She almost never attends any Zoom meetings. She doesn't contact you until you've contacted her 3 to 4 times and said, please contact me.
Yeah.
She's not very responsive. It's almost like she was being pushed to do it, but she didn't really want to do it.
So I don't know how he changed her mind and changed her heart to be able to do that, but
Y'all still hear me? I don't know what that was.
I can.
I don't know.
Sound like outer space.
Yeah, that was different.
Okay. All right. I don't know who that one is. All right, so we know where everybody is, so we should be good. We just got a few for next week. Monday's the drop dead on everything on the other things this semester, other than the 6 evidences. Looks like we're in good shape on those. Please remember, if you have students with licensure issues, that would be Seth. Make sure you get those to Seth. And graduation issues go to the registrar, Lillian Skates, for graduation. And remember, for the add-ons, there's only one graduation this summer. They had talked about having 2, but it's only 10 a.m. So at 11:30, we'll be at Tucker Center for the reception at 11:30. And remember, I have certificates, I believe, for all these people. Oh. Let's see. I think I already have them here.
Dale, while you're looking,
And I already got them signed. Look at me.
Yeah, you're smart.
And so everybody should be in here, hopefully, and they've already been signed. And so they can pick up their certificates, remind them they can bring their families. We'll do that. Bring their families. There's no formal ceremony, but we'll be there to shake hands and kiss babies and pass out certificates. And so it is a heavy hors d'oeuvre. They usually have some sandwiches, so there will be something for them to eat. So encourage them to come, and that way we can hand out as many certificates as possible. And again, there's just one, so we'll walk over about 9:30 as we normally do. I don't know where I'll be located. If I'm not here on the ground floor, I'll be up on the 2nd floor. Supposedly my office is moving at some point. I think they said
Dr. Lamb,
July 31st.
somehow Lynette has joined us, one of our students. We need to find out what she needs so she can sign
She's
out.
waiting on the end. They're waiting on the interviewing session that starts at 7. So students
Okay.
missed.
Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. And so, yeah, students can just drop out. We'll be back on at 7 for the interviewing session. Let me see.
Lynette says, do you need her to leave and to come back?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynette. Thank you.
I'm trying to type a message, but it's not typing. All right. So I have all those. So encourage them to come. We have their certificates already in hand. If you come, and I'll either be down here in my normal space. Supposedly they put in a work order to move me on July 31st. So that I'll probably be moved by next year at this time. So they closed the mill houses and they moved all the elementary ed people back over here, and they're trying to corner them in one place. So they're trying to move all the graduate people upstairs, and then all the undergraduate down here. I don't know what the deal is with the mill houses, but they evacuated them. So
Hey, Dale, you better get your own boxes because they will not provide them for you.
I'm not getting anything.
When I moved, I had to do it myself.
Well, then I'll be right here next year. This wasn't my idea. I didn't sign on. My wife runs me enough moving. Got 2 houses under renovation right now at the same time. I've carried stuff now till I can't go. So I'll be right here then on Saturday the 3rd. They said something about coming and moving my computer. I said, well, I can carry the laptop. What about all the rest of this stuff I've got piled in here? So, but would love for you to come as we always do on that Saturday. Last thing on my list is August the 10th. Graduate School is putting on a virtual conference this year rather than a drive-in on Saturday, August the 10th. They've got some sessions during the day. I don't know who's going to be those. Our session starts at 1:45, and I'll cover as much as I can of what we need to do at 1:45, and we'll go till I get tired or y'all get tired of listening to me. And then if we have to, I prefer not to, but if we have to, we'll go again the following Saturday on the 17th. We've got faculty retreat on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of that following week, and then we're supposed to reserve the time on Thursday and Friday. I don't know what for. I guess probably for School of Ed does one of those days probably, and I don't know what's going to be done on the other day, but I can't book anything. I would prefer to do it during the week, but if we have to, we'll do a virtual the following Saturday, but I'll try to have it where we get everything that we need covered. You know, we cover so much during the regular year. Hopefully, you know, we'll look at evidences. We'll look at Zoom, Cast Stream, Blackboard. We'll look at, you know, YouTube. We'll look at the things that we normally do. But I'll try to be brief and quick on those. And so hopefully we can get through that Saturday by 4 o'clock. So if you see some sessions earlier in the day on the agenda, I forwarded it to you today. You should have already gotten it. The power's out here. I'll probably be offline here just in a minute. Can y'all still hear me?
Yes.
All right. I'm there. Bad storm here, so hopefully we can get through this. So what I would like to do is try to get done from 1:45 to 4 o'clock and be done. I want to do a drive-in later in the year if we can swing the money. So I'll try to be as brief and we'll cover the things we need to cover. I was hoping it would be the 10th would be a week later on the 17th. I'm not sure we'll have our class shells on the 10th. And so hopefully we'll have them by then. So if we can deal with class shell issues at that time. If we'll have to come back on the 17th, and we'll just have to play it by ear. There was a question about loads, teaching loads and teaching and not teaching. And so I don't know what the adjunct load policy is right now. It's kind of up in the air in terms of how many courses you can teach during the year. We only have one full-time adjunct who is exempt from that policy. Everybody else falls under the new load policy. There's a new load policy for faculty going into the fall as well. If you've been teaching 1 or 2 courses other than the one full-time adjunct, if you've taught more than 1 course a semester, then you have to set out one. Is my understanding. Again, I'm not fully sure on how they calculate load in terms of classes versus coaching versus task string. I've not seen the formula, but there obviously is a new formula for everybody. And so I can only use the ones that are available for teaching. So some of you are setting out in the fall because of the load policy. And so if we make some more sections, I'll see what I can do. But right now, some of you, because of the load, I think coaching 2 is the same as teaching 1. So some of you have been teaching pretty regularly 1 or 2 classes and coaching 1 or 2 or 3. So the graduate school has a new, or the college has a new load policy. So Steve Laws and I have had to rearrange some things as well since we picked up that new course. I'm having to train some people for it. And hopefully at some point before the semester starts or shortly thereafter, we'll get a clarification of what the new load policy is. So that's, if I knew more, I'd tell you, but that's kind of where we are right now on classes. And so I don't know, it looks like we're going to make 7 new add-ons in the fall. Now that's based on the numbers this week. If everything stays as it is, we'll have 2 full. I don't think we're going to split into 3 regulars. The limit on regular is 20. And we're right at 40, and they'll let us go 1 or 2 over. But now the load limit on add-on is 15, and I talked to Bruce, and he said 17 is the absolute limit. And so I think we'll make 7 there. Not sure if I can squeeze 6 in, but I've got the schedule, as I've already published the schedule for you. So it looks like at least 6 and 2 or maybe 7 and 2. This fall, and that's going to generate a lot of work starting in the spring. So those of you who aren't on the schedule in the fall will definitely be back in the spring, and hopefully we'll have some clarity on the load policy by then. Full-time adjuncts and full-time faculty have a new load policy as well that we're having to operate under, and they now calculate release time into that load policy that hadn't been done previously. So that affects some of us who are coordinators. So we'll have to see how this plays out. What that means is some of you may have to pick up some of the things that I do. And that'll just be more fun than you can stand. So we'll see how that goes as well. Because release time does factor in, and you get release time for different things that you do. So hopefully I'll have more clarity for you soon on load policy. All right, so we've covered licensure, graduation, add-on, reception. We've gone through all of our students. We'll meet again next Monday because that'll wrap everything up. So if we have, it should be brief, but if we have any issues, if I don't see anything out that pops up if everything gets cleared up between now and then, I'll cancel next Monday. But right now, let's set aside time, a quick one next Monday for any loose ends that we have. Anybody have anything for the good of the group before we? Let me stop my share. All right. All right. Well, it's good to see y'all today. Thank you. I hate Rebecca didn't come today. I had a shout out for her to close with. Lizzie Tucker sent in. Thank you all for reminding your students to do the final reflections. Those are very informative. I'm also doing a longitudinal case study out of those. We want to look at what they think they got now versus what they think they got 3 years from now once they get in the job. I think that's important. And so one came in today from Lizzie Tucker, and she was very complimentary of Dr. Wilson. Different ones of you were named in different of those, but that one came in most recently today, but we a lot of those students to do their SOIs. There's a new SOI form, and encourage all your students to do those. We like that feedback. Encourage them to do their senior exits when those come out. And then the final reflection for me and their senior exit and their SOIs. The more data we have, the better we can serve them. And we really do read those things and make those adjustments. And so that data is very helpful. I work pretty closely with the Office of Institutional Effectiveness. And we're trying to get better and do a better job. I think we have. All right. My time's up. If we don't have anything, I'll cancel next week. But right now, we'll put it on the schedule, and I'll let you know by Wednesday if we need to meet again on Monday. I should know by Wednesday of this week.
Hey, Dale, may I ask a question real quick? So if you have some folks, any of you all, who finished up 605 or the add-on and live in Western North Carolina, I'm getting some questions about we're in need of some assistant principals. So if you have some folks that you would like me to kind of recommend or pass along, I'd love to be able to do it. So let me know. I've extinguished all of our folks that I've worked with, including some who are now getting jobs who haven't finished the program yet. So I'm excited about that. So I guess it doesn't have to be finishing this summer, but some folks who are into the program who you would recommend as strong candidates, I'd love to be able to pass that along.
All right. I'll look as well.
Thank you.
All righty. Okay. I'll see you soon. Thank you.